everyone, today I'm here by the River Thames on a beautiful sunny Monday morning with none other than mud lover Cy Fines.
Alright mud lovers, how you doing?
And behind us is the O2, which was built in around about 1999. It was for the millennium, wasn't it? For year 2000. And actually, do you know what? I was at a flea market the other day and I found some photographs of when it was being built, so I'll have to show you. But they weren't going to keep it up, but it ended up being permanent, and now it's like a big music venue. Yeah, so it used to be called the Millennium Dome, and it's now the O2. But anyway, we are here to do what, Simon?
We are going mudlarking. I'm so excited, I can't get my words out. But there's loads of delicious foreshore down there, tantalising, waiting for us to go down there and search it. So I can't wait.
Brilliant. Well, let's go. Time and tide waits for no man.
Exactly. Let's go.
Well, hopefully not linked to a crime, but there is a spent bullet here, spent 303 round. So I just noticed a little bottle down here. It's probably 1950s or so, but it's express chocolate milk, and it's disappeared now. It's down there. Yeah, it's disappeared. Where's it gone? It's down here somewhere. Down here somewhere. Yeah. Yeah.
Try and kick it up.
Oh, hang on. No, that's not it. Oh, here it is. Here it is, look. Yeah. Whew. Yes. Express chocolate drink. Please rinse and return.
So that's probably a base to it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's probably 1940s, 1950s or so. Yeah, I like these. Yeah,
nice.
That's not chocolate milk in it.
I think it's called ACL, the name of that labelling process.
Is it? Oh.
As far as I remember, but I can't remember what ACL stands for, something applied, or something or other label.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice little bottle. I'll try and do your trick, shall I?
Yeah. They look like real.
No, I'm not doing that, no. Now over here I can see a milk bottle and I can see that it's broken, but the reason I'm interested is because it's got the name of a grocer or a something anyway, milk supplier maybe, whatever you call them, milkman. And I've got a small bottle with this on it at home. Was it 440 Derwent Street, Suffields, East Greenwich. I really like that because it's a piece of local history. And I could maybe ask Simon if he could cut the top off for me. So I am going to take that because, yeah, it's a shame it's broken. Because, yeah, it's a bit of local history that I can research. I need to get that mud out of it, don't I? There's a nice piece of copper sheathing here. Look at that. That's a beauty. I just found an old milk bottle, but it's broken, but it's got a name of an East Greenwich grocer, and I've got a whole one at home, a little one, but I've taken it because I wondered whether I might be able to persuade you to cut the top off of it.
Of course, no problem. Sometimes the thinner glass is a bit tricky.
It's actually quite thick. I'll show it to you
Okay,
afterwards.
yeah.
Okay, I've just seen something down there, and I know that we're not all into skulls, but I am partial to a good skull. And first of all, I thought this was a bit of leather actually, because I just saw this. Let me try and get out of the shadow. 1 second. Nope, Nicola. Nope, that's not going to do it. Here we go. Yeah, for some reason I thought that this was leather. It's not. It's definitely a skull, and I wonder what it is. We are shortly going to find out. We are going to find out. Is it going to be a whole skull? It could be a sheep skull. I mean, this area, there's a lot of bones here, and they've been dumped probably straight from the kitchen. Ooh, oh. Well, this one is definitely not a vegetarian, not an omnivore. This looks more like a dog skull. That's weird actually, because I found a dog jawbone the other day. Yeah, this looks like a meat eater for sure. You can tell by the teeth. Look at that fang. That's one big fang. So it's going to be a dog, isn't it? Let's get him out. Oh, here it comes. Yeah, definitely a dog. Fangs and all. Gosh. Or is it a dog? Well, it has to be, doesn't it? What else can it be? I'm gonna go and give it a little rinse off. I'll leave my trowel there. Right, come on. Down to the water we go. Right, here we are, down to the water. Let's give this a rinse. I'll probably be able to give it a better, well, I'll definitely be able to give it a better clean when I get home. An outside tap. But at least we can see what we're looking at a bit better. Wow. Is that a dog? I mean, crikey, it's a huge dog skull, isn't it? Really, it's got massive teeth. Look at that tooth. Blimey. Yeah, I suppose it is. What else can it be? Another one for the collection. I'm getting quite a skull collection. You wouldn't want to be bitten by this dog, would you? Okay, there we go. I'll pop it in my bag and give it a better clean when I get home. Rawr. Well, what have I spied here? There is a suitcase on the foreshore. It looks as if it's already been opened. What is that doing down here? Dare I open it? Yeah, it's completely empty. Full of mud. Probably stolen. Hello chaps, a lovely peaceful morning, isn't it? That was very nifty. So, look what I've just seen down here. It's a beautiful piece of pot. Part of a mustard pot, moutarde. Made by somebody called Paul Tromblot. Maison fondée en 18,055. Wow, that's lovely. It's obviously not in one piece, but nevertheless, I've not seen one like this before, and I can go and look up Paul Tromblot and his mustard making. Lovely. Look at that lovely sun. It's very, very cold, but beautiful all the same. Beautiful, beautiful. I've just seen a fish. It's like a lure. A lure. It's quite a weird word to say that, isn't it? A lure. Yes, it is alluring. Luckily, Si Finds is here, and maybe he can get it for me.
This is like one of those
Circusy type things. Woo! Do you reckon you can get that lure? Lure. Oh, that was easy. Has it got a hook on it? It's probably got a hook on it, hasn't it? I've got a nice little collection of lures.
Yeah, let's get the.
Yeah, be careful with the hook. I'm going to make a little
There you go. At the very least, we're taking a bit of plastic out of the tents,
picture.
aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that one. Great, thank you. Ooh, there is a hook there, so if you do find these, you have to be very careful.
Yeah.
They're quite lethal.
It's on the back. Oh,
Yeah.
Is it all over? There's a couple, isn't there, actually?
Just have to be very careful.
What are they fishing for?
I wonder.
Thames. Eels, perhaps?
Maybe eels.
Eels eat fish, so they do.
Eels or... I mean, there's a lot of fish in the Thames now, you know.
There are, yeah. I know you can get, sometimes there's a flounder or two, isn't there? I think I've seen. And I think there might even be plaice, I want to say.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure they're in abundance, but that guy obviously gave up. He's got his hook stuck in the, in the hook.
Look, there's an Egyptian goose who's lost his mate. Where's your partner?
Walk like an Egyptian.
Those lovely pink boots that he's got on, just like me.
Is that your inspiration, Nick, for your pink boots?
Yeah. So I've just seen something down here. Looks like it could be a coin, but I can't actually see anything on it. It could be something industrial. I'm here with Si Finds. What do you reckon, Simon?
I'm going to be optimistic and say it's a coin. It's got the right thickness.
Yeah, well, it's very thin, actually. There's nothing on it at all.
Surely it's a coin.
What? Can you...
Oh.
Do you think it's just a piece of metal? That's such a tease if it is.
It's interesting. It sort of half looks like it could be a shield on it or something on
Yeah.
there at one angle, but then there's nothing on the back. So at the worst, you know, you get those little electrician boxes and you have to knock out the holes in order to get the cable through. It might come off of that.
Do you think so?
I don't like those little lines on there.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
it's
have a
bit
look.
aluminium-y.
Yeah, it does look very aluminium-y. What a tease. I thought it might be a hammered coin for a minute.
Oh, damn it. It did look.
Oh, it did, didn't it?
Good spot nonetheless.
Never mind. Never mind. Bit of a tease. What is this? Patent Dalton. Lambeth Pottery. Looks like a screw top for something. I can see a coin over there. Let's see if Si Finds can see it.
Busy working out what that could have been.
Oh, let's see. Oh.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Can you see? It's quite
Yeah.
big, isn't it?
Yes.
Looks like a big penny. Can you see it, everyone? Right in the middle there. Here it is, and it looks like, yeah, an old penny. Not terribly, terribly old. It's got Queen Elizabeth II on it. What's the date on there? 1967, I think. There we go, 1967. Look, it's a wooden knife handle here. Part of. Lots and lots of industrial stuff around here. So down here I can see the bottom part of an old razor, a razor blade just here. You've got another coin? Simon's finding coin after coin over there. That's not on. What's that one?
It's a 1964 5 cent.
Ah.
But with Her Majesty. Oh.
Is that Dutch?
Yeah, Dutch. Netherlands.
Ooh.
Yeah. Unusual.
Nice. Got a little coin hot spot. I've just seen another coin down here. This is great. Coin Central. This is like the petrol cap challenge, but a coin challenge.
Oh, God, here we go.
Look at this. What is this? Oh! Have I got one of those? Oh no. What's this? Oh, this is a it's sort of relatively modern. It's like a shilling.
That's a nice coin though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, I love the designs on these. I know it's pre-decimal, but yeah, it's cool. 1965. Do you want to do these ones?
What do you do?
Drill a hole in, make
Yeah.
it into a keyring.
Oh, that's a, how do you drill a hole in them?
Just with a sort of
Metal
of
drill.
2mm drill straight through, and then you attach a little keyring on.
Oh,
so
nice.
If you're born in 1965, it's a nice little keepsake.
Okay. Well, I wasn't born in 1965, by the way. In case
Earlier
you're
than
wondering.
that, yeah.
Oh yeah, way earlier. No, not really. So down here there is a brick, and on it is a Star of David. And last time I came across one of these, I didn't take it. I left it there, and quite a few people wondered why I didn't take it and thought I should have. And this time I will put it in my bag because I am interested in the bricks that you find along the River Thames, and I should hopefully be able to find out a little bit more information about this one. So into the bag it goes. It's going to be rather heavy, but it is a rather lovely brick, isn't it? Now, some of you may remember the petrol cap challenge that Simon and I did a few weeks ago, where we found lots of old petrol can caps. Now, there's plastic here. I'm going to pick that up and take that away. But anyway, I've just seen a petrol cap down here. I wonder if I've got one of these. I wonder. Let's give it a wash. Yes, I did. And oh, it's another Pratt's one. But this one's different. Look, it's got Pratt's Spirit.
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, triple X. Triple X, really.
Pratt's no, I think it's double X. Pratt's double X Spirit. Yay! Look at that.
Hold it out. I want to see if let's see what's.
Yeah.
Right, okay, now I know the signal. Thanks.
Yeah. Excellent. Do love a good petrol cap. I've just seen something potentially interesting over here. A nice old sign. Yeah, look at this. A lovely enamel sign. Caution! Smoking and the use of naked lights is strictly prohibited. I love these old signs. And this will look great in my studio. Perfect. I think I found another petrol cap for my collection. Shell. Perfect. You know, it's actually really fun and relaxing looking for these. Let's see if we can find any more. Now I've just seen a lovely clay pipe over there. Can you see it? Just down here. It's funny, isn't it? Amongst all this modern-ish kind of rubble, there's still pieces of pretty old history. This pipe looks like it dates to the 1600s. Yeah, probably mid 17th century. So we've got not only the detritus of the more modern day worker, we've also got the rubbish thrown away by people back in the 17th century. I just always find that really incredible that this has survived for so long. Look at it. Who was the last person who held this? Perfect. There's every type of bone imaginable here. And this one, oh my gosh, look at this. That looks like part of a horse jawbone. But look at this one. Looks like the bottom of a pig's jaw, I think. So many bones. Oh, a few vulcanite bottle stoppers as well. Oh, who's that one? PM Forest Gate. Oh, I've never seen one from them before. I'll have to keep that. Another one here as well. Yes, all these bones. I mean, they were often just thrown straight into the river from the slaughterhouse or from butchers, tanneries, and they just stay here forever. It's pretty. I've just seen another nice piece of broken pottery down here. I do love a fragment of pottery with a name, as you know. So what have we got here? Cyprus restaurant. W.M. So William Kirk something. Maybe William Kirkham. 1 and 2 something. Hopefully there's enough information there for us to find out a little bit more about this Cyprus restaurant. Let's hope. Talking of bones, look at this. Look at the teeth on that. Now I suppose that is probably a cow or a horse, isn't it? Hi everyone, thank you very much indeed for watching my video. I hope that you enjoyed that mudlarking expedition along the River Thames in London with my friend and fellow mudlark, Cy Fines. If you haven't checked out his channel, then do make sure you go over and take a look. He's at Cy Fines and he has lots of great adventures searching for history in the mud. So before we talk about a few of those interesting and eclectic finds, I'd like to wish you a very happy Easter, because if you're watching this video on the day that I actually put it out, it is the 20th of April 2025 and it's Easter Sunday. So I hope that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whether you're eating lots of Easter eggs, picking daffodils, out for a lovely walk, off to church, whatever you're up to, I hope that you're having a lovely day and I hope that the sun is shining. So let's start with something very important, and that is the small matter of how one pronounces lure. I didn't realise that I had a bit of a problem saying that word until I found the lure on the foreshore. I've just seen a fish. It's like a lure. A lure. It's quite a weird word to say that, isn't it? A lure. Yes, it is alluring. Do you reckon you can get that lure? Lure. And then I actually asked my daughter how she said it and we both ended up falling about laughing. So I thought it would be a good idea to actually check on Google to see how one is supposed to say lure. I have many alluring lures, and the one that I found with Simon is actually in my art studio. I'm going to put it together with lots of other lures, lots of other alluring lures, and make some kind of artwork. But here in this studio, I have a couple. I do come across them quite a lot actually, and once you've taken the hooks off, they're quite inspiring. Right, okay, here goes. Let's see how one is supposed to say lure. So I typed in how do you say lure, and this is what we get. Lure. Now that sounds very odd to me. Lure. Let's see what Cambridge Dictionary have to say about it. In the UK?
Lure.
Okay, lure. She sounds very serious and she sounds like she knows what she's saying, so maybe that's the best way to say it.
Lure.
Lure. Okay, allure. What about in the US?
Lure.
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 Lure. So the question is, how do you say lure? Do you also find it one of those funny words that's a little bit weird to pronounce? Or is it just me and my daughter? Feel free to let me know in the comments below. So what are we going to look at next? Well, I'm just going to talk to you a bit about this little fragment of pottery here. Although it's kind of insignificant looking and it's broken, it did actually lead me down a little bit of a rabbit hole, and I found out some fascinating information that I want to share with you about it. So this is obviously from a plate from the Cyprus restaurant, and this was run by a William Kirkland, and it was situated at 1 and 2 Cheapside, and it was certainly around in 1885 because I found an interesting article on the newspaper archives, and I'm going to just take you with me and read you a little bit of that article. So I'm going to screenshot this and let's take a look together. I often look at the newspaper archives and it's just a great thing to have. It's a brilliant research resource. So I'd highly recommend it if you're researching anything. If you've got a name and a place, you'd be surprised at what it can throw up. So here we are. This is, right, let me press record. This is a newspaper dated 1885. It is the Airdrie Advertiser, Saturday, December the 12th, 1885. And so if we go down here, and here we are, success of an Airdrionian in London. Let me zoom in a little bit more. And here we actually find out about Mr. William Kirkland, whose name is partly on that fragment. of the Cyprus, which occupies a commanding position in Cheapside, nearly opposite the General Post Office. It was formerly a gigantic public house, but is now, and has been for several years, a first-class restaurant and dining saloon owned by Mr. Kirkland. But what I find really interesting is a little further down. It says, the late Lord Mayor's show was a red-letter day at the Cyprus. All the boys and girls of the Caledonian Asylum had come there to see the show and to have a handsome dinner given to them. And these girls and boys from the Caledonian Asylum then played some bagpipes, and they were dressed in the garb of old Gaul, Scottish dress, and it goes on to talk about this event, and this made me want to find out a little bit more then about the Caledonian Asylum and the girls and boys from the Caledonian Asylum. Who were they? What was the Caledonian Asylum? So I went on to Wikipedia and found out that the Royal Caledonian School was a residential home and school for Scottish orphans, so it would have also been called the Caledonian Asylum. And so it was launched in 1815 to provide a home and education for Scottish children in London who'd been orphaned in the Napoleonic Wars. And it mentions here that the asylum's band occasionally played at charitable and other events. So obviously some of those children were playing the bagpipes in the Cyprus restaurant back in 1885. So all that from a small fragment of pottery. Sometimes these little tiny fragments with scant information on them are the best things to find. So now let's move on to something else. And let's close up this computer because it's beginning to make a bit of a noise. There we are, let's shut it. So let's talk about dog skulls, because in front of me here I have a huge dog skull. I mean, honestly, have you seen a dog skull that big? It's quite funny because I've got quite a lot of dog skulls as well. And I didn't realise quite how many dog skulls and dog jawbones I had until I thought, okay, let me just get together all my dog bones here. So I've got a tiny one here, which I think was a little dog on a ship, probably maybe a couple 100 years ago, maybe a little ratting dog. And then I have this dog skull, which I thought was pretty big at the time. Then this one came along, and I thought that was definitely pretty big. And then, goodness me, this one here from that outing, which is rather huge. I don't know what dog it came from, but look at the size of those fangs. And I also have several dog jawbone bits. So what I'll do is I'll take a photo of the table with all the bits of the dog bones, and you can see for yourself. You just never know what you're going to find when you're down in the river. And I do have a bit of a fascination with skulls, it has to be said. Right, I want to talk about this broken milk bottle here. And on it, it says Suffields, East Greenwich, 40 Derwent Street. And you may recall that I said I had a smaller bottle, the same. Well, here it is. But what I noticed when I got home is that actually there's a different address. It's also Suffields of East Greenwich, like this one, but it's 68 Pelton Road. So this grocer obviously moved, but kept the same style of milk bottle. And I found record of Suffields in the commercial directory of 1917. And so Suffields refers to Ernest Suffield, And in 1917, he was a dairyman living at 40 Derwent Street. So he was actually living at this address. And I love this because it's local history and it's just, yeah, a little bit of evidence that Ernest Suffield walked this earth, not very far from where I live. And of course we've got another name here. This is Paul Tromblot. He's from the other side of the channel. France, Moutarde Bouquet was a very popular mustard apparently. The company dates back to 1855 and they were based at Yvetot. And this is a lovely example of the mustard pot, albeit broken. And actually, on the subject of mustard, I really enjoy mustard. The hotter, the better, and I really enjoy French mustard. What else have we got here? Oh, the sign. It's actually in my studio on the windowsill down in my art studio. I do love old enamel signs, so I was really, really thrilled to find that. Let's talk about the brick with the Star of David on it, and actually it's just over here. Let me just grab it a second. So we've got this brick, which is quite striking because it has that Star of David, and in the middle there is a W. So I was able to find out that this brick was produced by P&S Wood of West Bromwich, Staffordshire. And the Star of David was their distinctive trademark. There's actually some really good websites all about bricks, and of course companies had their own distinctive trademark so you could recognise whose brick they were. They came from a long line of brickmakers, Peter and Samuel Wood. They were the sons of a George Wood, also a brickmaker, and the company dates right back to the mid-19th century. I couldn't actually find out if there was a particular reason why they used the Star of David, but if any of you can, please let me know. I'd love to know. I have tried to find out, but I couldn't find out any reason why they use the Star of David. Is there anything else that I need to mention in terms of finds? What was your favourite find amongst all this lot? I think for me, it's probably the sign, but also this piece of pottery, because I really learned something from that. And I'm very interested in the subject of workhouses as well. And so it was certainly interesting to find out about the Caledonian Asylum. What else? Do I have anything else here to talk about in terms of finds? No, I think that's it in terms of finds. Do watch Simon's video when he puts it out to see what he found that day. He did have some really cool finds, and so I'm not sure when he's going to put his version of the video out, but definitely watch it when he does, because he found something absolutely amazing. So back to the subject of Easter, I just wanted to mention something that I found years ago that some of you might not have seen. In fact, I've got two of them. There's another one here. Years ago, I think it was in about 2012, an anonymous artist threw hundreds, if not thousands, of ceramic eggs into the River Thames. And from time to time, they still wash up. And I've been lucky enough to find two of them several years ago. So this one here is a little pink egg. Some of them have serial numbers on the bottom, and this one does, a little pink ceramic egg. And this one is a lot larger, and the exciting thing about this one is that it actually rattles. One time recently, actually, I rattled it a little bit too vigorously and I almost broke it. I've never found out what the actual thing is inside. I suspect that it's a piece of fired clay, and so some people have suggested I get it x-rayed. I haven't done that either. Who knows, maybe there's some gold coins in there. I doubt it, but It's quite intriguing just to shake it and wonder what's inside. So I think that's about it. And right at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that we were standing in front of the O2, which was of course the Millennium Dome. You couldn't actually see it very well behind us, but I will put some footage on to end this video of when I've been past on the clipper boat, going past the Millennium Dome, so you'll get a much better view. I also have a little model of it here. And like I said, I did find some photographs in the flea market, somewhere that I absolutely love to go to look for social history, of some people visiting the O2 when it was actually being built. And I think it was being built between like 1997 and 1999, so that it was all ready for the millennium. So I'll also put some of those up on the screen. I'm going to finish this video by just reminding you that to mudlark on the River Thames, you do absolutely need to have a permit from the Port of London Authority. It's not possible to go mudlarking without one. And to find out details on how to apply for a permit or why you need a permit, then you can go onto their website and take a look. So to end this video now, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to you all again for watching this video, for watching all my videos. Thank you to everybody who has donated to my Ko-fi account, to my super thanks, and thank you for just being yourselves. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm so looking forward to being back again very soon and to sharing more adventures searching for history in the mud. So in the meantime, take care, enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and do something you really enjoy doing just for yourselves. Sending you lots of love from here in London. Bye-bye.